Get ready, because this love story is one that people have talked about for more than a decade. It's been retold so many times that it almost feels like a never-ending drama, filled with highs, lows, and every twist you can imagine. Before they ever made things official, Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber were just two teenagers living in the spotlight, trying to figure out life and love like any other young couple. What made their story so fascinating is that the entire world was watching. Their relationship officially began in September 2010, but the real confirmation came in February 2011, when they showed up together on the red carpet at the Vanity Fair Oscar party. That moment was huge. It was the public announcement fans had been waiting for, and it cemented them as Hollywood's newest it couple. From there, the story started moving fast. But things didn't stay picture perfect for long. The couple faced their first major split in November 2012. The reason wasn't anything unusual for young stars: conflicting schedules, the challenge of long distance, and the constant pressure of living under the spotlight. Reports at the time said it was Selena who decided to end things about a week before the news went public. Trust issues were also becoming a problem, and as much as they cared about each other, it was clear that the relationship was struggling. Even before that first breakup, they tried to keep their romance private. For the most part, they avoided making it too obvious in the media, but every so often, they'd share moments that showed just how real their connection was. One of the most memorable examples was when Justin rented out the entire Staples Center in Los Angeles so they could have a private dinner and movie date. Moments like that showed the fairy tale side of their relationship, but as fans would come to realize, real life behind the scenes was much more complicated. After breaking up in 2012, it didn't take long before they found their way back to each other. Their reunion was big news everywhere, especially when Selena was spotted flying all the way to Oslo, Norway, just to watch one of Justin's concerts. Fans couldn't get enough of the idea that true love had brought them back together. But the roller coaster wasn't over. As quickly as they got back together, the cracks began to show again, and they broke up once more. In 2014, they tried giving their relationship another shot, but that reunion didn't last either. The second round ended later that same year. Despite the heartbreak, Justin later admitted how much those years with Selena meant to him. He described their connection as deep and passionate, saying they were so in love that nothing else seemed to matter at the time. According to him, it almost felt like they were a young married couple, figuring out life and love side by side. They had their fights, but they also had unforgettable moments that shaped them both. Even after the breakup, Justin's feelings for Selena didn't disappear. In November 2015, he openly admitted in interviews that his love for her was still alive. While they were apart, both of them explored new relationships. Selena briefly dated DJ Zedd and later became involved with The Weeknd, while Justin sparked headlines of his own by dating Sofia Richie. Each new relationship only added more drama, with fans constantly comparing every move back to Jelena, the nickname fans gave Justin and Selena as a couple. For Justin, winning Selena back wasn't simple. He couldn't just step back into her life as if nothing had happened. He had to work to rebuild her trust, and that wasn't easy after so many ups and downs. When Selena was still with The Weeknd, rumors began circulating that their romance was slowly fading, and that's when Justin started making an effort again. A turning point came in 2017 when Selena faced a serious health crisis. She had been battling lupus, an autoimmune disease, for years, and things had gotten so severe that she needed a kidney transplant. That medical emergency made Justin realize just how much he still cared about her. Sources close to the situation revealed that the thought of losing her hit him hard, and it was in that moment that he truly understood the depth of his feelings. The possibility of her not surviving the surgery made him confront the fact that Selena still meant more to him than he had admitted, even to himself. Their reunion in 2017 seemed like fate. The couple was spotted riding bikes together, smiling and laughing like old times. Fans flooded social media with pictures of them, celebrating the return of their favorite love story. Selena and Justin didn't hide their affection either. They posted on Instagram and were seen together in public more often. For a while, it looked like the two of them had finally found their way back for good. The nickname Jelena became more than just a trend. It symbolized a love story that fans around the world were emotionally invested in. But as history had shown, their relationship wasn't easy to maintain. The more people learned about the behind-the-scenes issues, the clearer it became that the couple's struggles weren't just about busy schedules. Trust, communication, and personal growth were all things they were still trying to figure out. While they loved each other deeply, love alone wasn't always enough. The hope of a lasting reunion ended in 2018 when Justin proposed to Hailey Baldwin, now Hailey Bieber. That engagement shocked fans everywhere because many believed Justin and Selena would eventually end up together. The dream of a fourth official reunion was gone, leaving fans with questions that still linger today. Why did Justin and Selena break up so many times? What was it about their relationship that made it so intense but also so fragile? Looking back, it seems their love story was always caught between passion and pressure. They wanted to be together, but the world around them, their careers, and their personal struggles kept pulling them apart. That first heartbreak in 2012 set the pattern for what would follow. Breakups, makeups, and moments of pure love mixed with conflict. Their journey wasn't just about two people in love. It became one of the most talked about celebrity relationships of the decade. That moment changed everything for both of them. It wasn't just one person fighting to make things work. Selena also needed reassurance, proof that this was worth another try. Getting back together wasn't something that happened overnight. It took effort from both sides. Patience, and a willingness to face the past and move forward. When news broke that Selena and Justin had reunited after her breakup with The Weeknd, it wasn't random or impulsive. Life's challenges had forced them to look at their feelings honestly, and the connection between them was impossible to ignore. They were spotted out together often, grabbing coffee, riding bikes, and simply enjoying each other's company. Little by little, the spark they had shared years before began to flicker again. It was 2017 when they decided to give their on and off romance one final try. The world watched, hopeful that this might be the chapter where everything finally worked out. But reality had other plans. Despite their efforts, tensions kept rising, and disagreements seemed to come more easily than understanding. Reports suggested that one particularly intense argument became the tipping point, and they decided to go their separate ways once again. Even after the split, however, they stayed in touch. Their connection hadn't disappeared completely, and the feelings they had for each other lingered, quietly refusing to fade. For Selena, this breakup brought clarity. She realized that even though Justin had grown and tried to show positive changes, they weren't in the right place in their lives to be together. Sources close to her revealed that she had begun to see the bigger picture. She needed to consider her own happiness, as well as the opinions of those closest to her, family and friends, rather than trying to force a relationship that didn't have a strong foundation. It was a painful decision, but one that reflected maturity and self-awareness, showing that love alone sometimes isn't enough to make a relationship work. Life, as always, had a twist ready. Just a couple of months after their breakup became public, Justin reconnected with Hailey Baldwin, and things moved quickly. Before long, he proposed to her while they were in the Bahamas, making headlines around the world. Rumors circulated that Justin may have had lingering regrets about how things ended with Selena. Some whispers even suggested that he had asked her to marry him at one point, but she turned him down. One memorable moment came when a paparazzo asked Justin if he planned to propose to Selena. Instead of answering, he just smiled broadly before getting into his car. That simple smile was enough to spark wild speculation among fans, feeding the fascination with what could have been. But once Selena declined, Justin fully moved forward with Hailey, leading to the engagement that made headlines globally. Their story leaves fans with endless questions. Were Justin and Selena meant to be each other's first real love? Or were they simply two young stars swept up in fame, passion, and heartbreak, struggling to navigate life under constant public scrutiny? Their relationship has become a story that the world can't seem to forget. Years later, people still analyze every gesture, every lyric, and every public appearance for hidden meaning. The smallest detail can feel like a clue about lingering feelings or unfinished business. When you think about it, their journey was extraordinary. Two of the biggest names in pop music, growing up under the spotlight, experiencing love, heartbreak, and reconciliation, while millions of people watched. Every argument, every public display of affection, every attempt at rekindling romance became headline news. Fans celebrated every reunion and mourned every breakup. For many, it was a real-life fairy tale, full of excitement and hope. For others, it was a cautionary tale about how fame can complicate even the most passionate love. The story reached a turning point when Justin moved forward with Hailey and started building a new life. That didn't erase the time he shared with Selena, though. Selena herself has admitted that the experiences were painful, but they also helped her grow. She has learned to view the past not as a burden, but as a chapter that shaped her into the independent and resilient woman she is today. Justin, too, has acknowledged the lasting impact of their relationship, calling their bond unforgettable. Even though their love story didn't last, it continues to leave an impression. It serves as a reminder that not every romance is meant to endure forever, but that doesn't mean it lacked value. Some relationships exist to teach us lessons, to shape our understanding of ourselves and others, and to leave memories that linger long after the final goodbye. For Justin and Selena, their journey together may have ended, but its influence on their lives and on pop culture remains undeniable. Their story is a testament to the idea that love, in all its forms, can be powerful, unforgettable, and transformative even when it doesn't last forever. The legacy of Justin and Selena's relationship is more than just a series of headlines or Instagram posts. It's a reflection of two people learning, growing, and discovering themselves while navigating one of the most publicized love stories in modern music history. Every smile, every tear, every reunion and separation contributed to a narrative that fans will continue to follow and debate for years to come. And that in itself is a kind of immortality, the kind of lasting mark that few relationships, celebrity or not, ever achieve.